One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Running inside, it's Mobley. Across the 25, he's got room. Run to the right. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Carr unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Coming out with it, it's Perez. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Here's Carr to throw. Makes the catch. It's Graham. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. He's got his man. Lowers those pads. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bunch formation for these receivers. Finds a little space. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw. It's Denson. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go right back to the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They want to run this quarterback. Got a little grass. The 30. Running inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And if the defense didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and he's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the big throw. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds. For a short game, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. He's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Shoots it to the left. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier.